from Milo with Active Go and other foods. Your child needs all the help they can get as they go through their daily activities. Milo with Active Go contains the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, and is a source of vitamins and minerals. Energize them with a nourishing cup of Milo every day. Milo, energy to go further. Remember, this advert is FDA approved. Now, your car is your best friend, and best friends need more than just any other oil. With over 50 plus years expertise in lubricant technology and recommendations from renowned car manufacturers, Shell brings you world-class Shell Helix and Shell Remula lubricants. Shell Helix range, with its state-of-the-art gas-to-liquid technology, is the #1 engine oil that cleans your engine for better performance than conventional lubricants in the market. Engineered especially for heavy-duty engines, Shell Remula provides reliable and consistent protection against deposits and wear, and works hard to give you peace of mind to focus on your core job. Our oil specialists and lube bay mechanics are trained to understand your car and guide you the right way of maintenance. So make a stop at any Shell service station and let us help you choose the right motor oil from our complete range of products and benefit from our additional vehicle checks for free. Shell lubricants designed for ultimate engine performance. And the Black Stars are preparing for Qatar 2022, and DSTV is your trusted home for the friendly games leading up to the World Cup. With 3 warm-up games left before the Black Stars go to the World Cup, DSTV is proud to telecast the much anticipated friendly between the Black Stars of Ghana and Samba Boys of Brazil. The game is live and in HD today, Friday 23rd of September at 6:30 p.m. Get your front row seat at the greatest stadium on DSTV. So join in also to see if Tariq Lamptey makes his debut. How about Inaki Williams? I guess we wait to see. Stay connected for just 50 Ghana cedis using *759#. Catch all 64 World Cup games live and in HD only on DSTV. DSTV, it's your moment, and it's our moment right now in the studio as we engage some members from the National Petroleum Authority. Well, to be specific, I have Dr. Joseph Wilson, Director Research Monitoring and Evaluation, as well as Ossei Danquah, Head Business Development, all from the National Petroleum Authority. They're here to tell us about GIPCON. What is GIPCON, first of all? I guess I'll put that to you, Dr. Wilson.
Yeah, thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners as well.
Right.
Yeah, GIPCON is an annual event which we organize every year to bring together various stakeholders in the petroleum downstream industry from Ghana and also in the sub-region as well, to discuss issues relating to oil and gas, and also come out with policy recommendations to drive policy. This year's GIPCON is unique in the sense that we are collaborating with Africa Refiners and Distributors Association, that is ADA, to have a workshop on the 3rd day to discuss issues relating to clean fuel and also vehicle emission as well.
Okay.
And this GIPCON is the 5th that we have organized so far.
All right. So this is a 3-day event. All right.
Yes.
So perhaps I should ask you or say, how has it been? This is the 5th one. How was the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th?
Good morning, Mamavi, and good morning to your listeners. It's been an improvement year upon year. In 2019, we had to go virtual because there was COVID. So this year is the first in-person one.
Okay.
And as usual, GIPCON is patronized by industry stakeholders, as Doctor said, from across the sub-region and across the globe. So this year, we are looking to have very high participation from well-recognized industry stakeholders, from ADA, African Refiners and Distributors Association. We're having people from the British Petroleum, as well as other industry stakeholders.
Okay, so what's the theme that we are running with this year?
Okay.
All right, so if you just tune in, of course, this is Joy 99.7 FM, and we're engaging our friends from the National Petroleum Authority. They're here to tell us about the Ghana International Petroleum Conference. It's a 3-day event. And Ossei will just tell us about the theme next.
Okay. So the theme for this year, what we do is that every year we look out for the topical issue for the year in the industry.
Okay.
So this year we are looking at energy transition in the African petroleum downstream context, the prospects, challenges, and opportunities.
Right. Okay. And what are the specific topics to be discussed, and who will be discussing those topics?
Okay, so we're going to discuss various topics relating to the energy transition. So on day one, we are going to look at current developments in the oil and gas space, and we have International Energy Agency, that is IEA, sharing with us their perspectives in that regard. We are going to look at energy transition and also the future of the petroleum downstream industry, and we look at natural gas as a transition fuel, and also how the energy transition will impact on businesses. Are there opportunities also for businesses to take advantage of? Then we look at the social and also economic and the technological challenges associated with the energy transition. Then we are also going to look at how we are going to finance the energy transition, which is the second day. Then the third day is dedicated to African Refiners and Distributors Association, as I mentioned, to discuss issues relating to fuel and also vehicular emissions.
Right, but I'm just curious, when you say energy transition, what does that mean?
Okay, so energy transition, basically, we are saying that we are moving away from carbon-intensive sources of energy to low carbon-intensive sources of energy.
Right, okay.
So basically, when you mention that, if we've been listening to what is going on around the world, countries are being urged to accelerate the transition to clean fuel, just to stave off the effect of climate change.
Right.
And also, we carefully selected this topic because of the upcoming COP27, which requires that countries put in effort to reduce emission from fossil fuel, and countries to also move to clean energy as well.
Okay.
But then the challenge that we see is that countries are not starting on the journey from the same place.
Okay.
Because if you look at Africa, in terms of our emission, we emit less than 5%. So the question is, should Africa have the same transition plan as the world demands?
Okay, good question.
And if that is so, how are we going to finance our energy transition? So that is why this conference is very crucial, that stakeholders come together across the sub-region to discuss this topical issue, so that Africa will present a strong position at COP27, which is expected to be held in Egypt in November.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now I understand it a whole lot better. So what should we expect? A decision from the conference or a position?
Yeah, so what you should expect, that we are going to have some decisions from the conference and also position to inform, for instance, is a member of OPEC Africa Dialogue, and they are mandated to coordinate issues relating to this transition to be presented at COP27. Another is partnering this conference.
Okay.
So basically, the outcome of the conference is going to inform Africa's position when they go to this COP27.
Great. All right. So Ossei, too late if somebody wants to jump on board as a sponsor or participant?
No, it's not. It's not too late. There are still opportunities to sponsor. There are for exhibition slots as well. But if you're looking to jump in, the time is now, because from Monday we'll close it.
Okay.
So if you're looking between now and the weekend, you should be able to do that.
All right. So
and to be able to do that, you could visit the website, which is www.gipcon, which is GHIPCON.com, or you could call 054 012 1426.
Okay. Can you give the number again?
So that is 054 012 1426.
Okay. Final thoughts, Dr. Wilson? Anything you want to say before we wrap up the conversation?
All right. So what my final remarks is that the energy transition raises existential questions for the oil and gas industry. So it is very, very important that stakeholders, those in the oil industry, those in other sectors that relate deal with oil issues, to come together to fashion out how the oil and gas industry can address these issues relating to energy transition. So we expect stakeholders to be there to discuss this important issue.
Right. Ossei, do you expect ordinary persons such as myself to be there as well?
Before I answer that, let me just put out there that the keynote speaker for the event for day one is the Vice President of the Republic, His Excellency Dr. Owusu-Aboagye, and we'll also have the Honorable Minister of Energy for day two.
Right.
So this conference looks to bring together industry experts. The focus is industry experts and industry stakeholders.
Okay.
Yes. So you could be a stakeholder because we have a number of financial institutions. We have the Afri-Exim Bank coming all the way from Egypt. We have Stanbic Bank coming through. We have a local bank, which is Fidelity Bank. So there are other stakeholders that may not be directly involved in the industry, but however, they work closely with the industry as well.
Okay. So if you identify yourself as a stakeholder,
exactly,
then this is your business as well.
Exactly.
All right. So Ossei, give out the number and give out the website. Get onto the website, learn a lot more, call the number, register and get involved in this conference, which begins 28th of September to 30th of September. Gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming. Thank you for telling us about the Ghana International Petroleum Conference. We wish you the very best with it.
Thank you.
All right. So you've been listening to Dr. Joseph Wilson. He's Director Research, Monitoring and Evaluation, as well as Ossei Danquah, Head Business Development at the National Petroleum Authority. This is still the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Football's great